Hello and welcome to a map review. We are going to be looking at this map here, which is called Stappenbach 17. I hope I pronounced that correctly. This is a German map, and I apologise if I didn't pronounce it correctly. So this map is top straw, coarse play, our usual suspects. It is seasons capable, so we'll fire that one in, and we'll get our job just in case we need a car. So effectively, that's all you kind of need as the basics for the map. So we will basically start up. Let's pull up the error log, and let's see if we get any errors as we sort of load. So far, nothing untoward. This seems to be taking a little bit of time. Okay, that took a little bit of time to load up first time out, but that's fine. We'll take a look at the errors, see if we got any. Doesn't look like we had any errors. Nope, nothing untoward there, and that was all basically normal. So that's fine. Top straws all loaded and everything else. Let's jump straight in. I'm just going to do that, and we'll scan the fields. I'm going to advance the time a little bit. We're running seasons, it's a little bit darker first thing in the morning, and then we're just going to take a look at the map and where we are loaded in. So there we are. Let's just have a kind of start there for the moment. And right, so let's take a look at the map. And wow, okay, that's just an insane number of fields. Wow, okay. I'm trying to find the. I've got 186. I'm just actually looking to see with the actual map description if there's actually a number. I'm going to go with 186. I think that's the highest number I can find down here. Because I can't see any others. But this is a boatload of fields. There's a lot of fields here. Okay. That's a lot of fields. We have just the standard fruit types on this map. There's no multi-fruit. What I'm going to do is just pull that off. We can just see the plain fields. There's a lot of fields here which I think are grass. In the middle, there's a few down here, and there's a few dotted around. What I'm actually looking for is fields that we own, and I can't actually see any. I actually can't see any fields that we own. There's just so much on the screen here at the moment. I just cannot picture a field on here that we actually own. Farm is all up here and up here, and there's nothing close by that looks like it's owned by us. There is a surefire way to check this. We'll check this through course play in a minute. Actually, what we'll actually do is we'll just jump in one now to check. No, we don't own any fields. Although we do have £300,000 or whatever to start with, so we can buy any field we need. Fair enough. That's an interesting way to do it. So we could literally buy any field. So if I go and jump at this field here, take a look, it's fairly cheap. So yeah, we can buy any field we want. The map is set up with a good bit of money to start with. and we can literally purchase any field we need. So yeah, so starting point, blank slate, no fields. You pick the fields you want, and potentially a reasonable price. You get a good bit of money to start with, so you can buy pretty much any field you can sort of get for that money. That's pretty cool. In terms of sale points, we have a grand total of 12, and obviously there's standard fruit types, and there's a couple of additional types here. This one I think is chalk. We've got compost, I think, and then pallets. And then we've got the straw and haze and so on. So we've got some non-standard types there. Let me just check. There's nothing in there. Okay, so animal-wise, you start clean slate, nothing on the animals. In terms of storage capacity, you have no silo, I believe. So it's tip storage only. So there's no farm silo. So this is probably not going to be particularly good on a multiplayer server as a map, because you can't really do tip on a multiplayer server because of the it causes lag and everything else. So you've got to be careful. So let's get back to the map and let's have a look at the vehicles. So our starting point is we have the Zetor Forterra HD. We have 4 of those so far. So we have 4 of those. We have a same Fortis. We actually have 4 of those. We have, see, 4 front loaders, and then we have a sorted attachments. We all pallet handlers actually, pallet forks. So 4 front loaders and 4 pallet forks. We've got 4 tractors of the same Fortis and 4 of the Zetor Forterra HDs. So we've got quite a few tractors there. Too far. So what about other equipment? Well, we have 4 TC590s from New Holland. They're the combines. They're the smaller ones. We have 4 18-foot headers to go on those combines for standard kind of fruits, wheat and so on. We have 4 header trailers. We have 4 FarmTech TDK 1600 trailers, tipper trailers. We have 4 Porsche Terrano 4 FX cultivators. We have 4 Amazon Crayon 200 plows. We have 4 Great Plains 3P 1006 NT seeders. These seeders are not a direct seed seeder, so you do have to cultivate first, but they do fertilizer. We have 4 Amazon UF1201 sprayers. We have 4 1500 kilo weights. We have 4 1600 kilo weights. We have 4 2300 kilo weights. We have 4 transit vans. Now these are a mod, and I didn't install the mod, so I believe this has been installed inside the map. So this transit van is essentially installed inside the map, so it's actually bundled with it internally. So this is I haven't actually selected this as a mod when I loaded. It was actually bundled in there, so it's good. So that is the equipment. Right, I suppose we should try and have a look around somewhere we've got vehicles. So there's a transit van here, and this is a farmyard. We've got fuel tank there. We've got one of our trailers has just been dumped here. This actually looks suspiciously like, so this does actually have a silo, but it's not the standard silo. So when we looked at this and we saw no storage capacity, this has the farm silo system. So this is a mod. It doesn't hook into the standard silo capacity thing that Farming Sim has built in. It's the tech farm thing, the farm silo system, and basically it's kind of a mod that does this. So as you can see, we've got that there. I am actually noticing a couple of little things. If you look at my so if we just look at the menu up there, the actual help menu, they look like they've actually bundled with the map the tree marking mod. So the tree marking mod allows you, I'm going to jump up and I'm going to mark this tree. I believe it's sort of supposed to allow you to mark a tree for cutting. Let's go over here, see if we can cut it on one of these. Or maybe not. What was? What's this? Oh. I really don't know what that is, but that's just... Oh. Oh. This, I think, is the new fabric script mod stuff. Interesting. I think. Not sure, but this I think is the new fabric script stuff. What looks to be an actual shed here, and I'm not sure what some of these mean. So Mutter Rind is, I think it's to do with cows actually. We are beef. So yeah, there's cows. Okay, so this is actually a cow shed with the new fabric script type setup. So this is actually quite cool. So it produces manure for us, and it also produces milk, which I think that's what Rinder is. Bovine, it makes cows. Rinder is German for bovine, which is essentially a cow. So we've got lots of storage around here. This is definitely something to do with this. I'm not sure what we've got here. What is this? Ooh. We can buy the beef farm. So if you want to make cattle, you've got to buy it. So you've got to pay for it. So, you know, if we only have 300k, so we can't really buy this. But if we wanted to have cows, we actually have to buy the cows, and then we have to buy the beef farm, and then we actually have to provide it. So this is why all of this stuff is around it. This basically implies this stuff is also part of that. That's more storage. Yeah, we've got silos here as well. These are the tech farm silos. I think we've actually got to buy our farm. Okay. It's interesting. What's this? This is saying this is pigs. So if we want This is the pig farm. This is definitely pig farm. So you give it mother pigs and then you make pigs. Interesting. I think we actually own this, so we can actually do something with it. So this is actually quite cool. So there's all sorts of stuff here that I'm not, I've never seen kind of done before. An interesting map. If it wasn't for the fact there's like 2 billion fields on this map, I'd actually be interested in playing it. It does actually kind of strike me as quite a hard map to play. If this was done a little bit simpler, with like a few fields, probably actually play this map. So what have we got here? We've got another thing we can buy. So there's lots of things we can purchase. Art for pigs. So again, if you want to buy a pig farm, this is the pig farm. And so you need a lot of money to kick off stuff. There's another, I guess it's another pig shed or something. Not sure what this is all. Yeah, we've got, if you want to essentially do anything, you're gonna have to buy them. So we're up okay, so we're actually up at this point here. So pallet sale, this is a pallet sale location. This is where we were just in, so this is where we can sell pallets. So there'll be somewhere to make the pallets, I guess. This is the pig enclosure that we were just visiting. Obviously you drop water and stuff in here, but you've got to purchase this before we can actually use it. Yeah, let's head over here. The BGA. Please tell me we don't have to purchase. Oh, hold on. Yeah, we have to purchase access to the BGA. So this is actually going to be quite hard work to start off with, because effectively you're going to buy the BGA. I want to just check something. There's no missions. Chicken coop. Please tell me we don't have to buy this. There's eggs here already. I think we can pick those up. BGA we can't do anything with. The BGA has got an above ground silo king type arrangement going on. It's kind of very tight little roads here. We've got our silage here. Can't do anything with these because we can't drive into them. Actually, I don't think those actually work. Oh no, they do actually. They are functional. Got digestate stuff as well here. But in essence, we can't use this until we pay them some money. Interestingly enough. These little chicken coop. This is up here. Let's head over to the sheep. I'm guessing we've got to buy the sheep pasture as well. So again, yep, we're going to buy the sheep pasture. Again, it's not that expensive for sheep. It's just 220,000. But for instance, the cows and the pigs was quite a lot more. So we could actually buy that with the money we've got. So that's just this little corner up here. Let's head over here, the Baywa. Now this is a sell point. We don't have to purchase this, but I think it is open and closed in certain hours, so it won't actually sell to us or whatever. We can't sell here outside those hours. There's various stuff here. We can got a couple of drop-off points. We've got root crop there as well. So that's the Baywa, that's the Baywa earth grain. So that's the root crops as well. Head over here. We've got one cow thing up here. I wanted to check something. This has not actually got a tag on it as well. So let's head to this here. This is another cow pasture. Got the various slurry bits in there. I am wondering again, yep, we have to purchase this. Again, Bow Cow Farm. We've got to essentially pay up front for this one as well to get access. It's all sort of blocked off. We've got our silage clamps. This is our cow shed. Standard thing, really. This isn't a fabric script one, so this isn't making animals. This is just using the standard farming sim. You have a milk trigger though. Standard farming sim arrangement. However, we have to purchase access to it, which is interesting. I'm not sure what that is. What that means. We've got lots of storage sheds on these sites as well. But we are limited by the fact we've got to purchase these. We're going to purchase access to this. So that's actually kind of a bit, it's a little bit annoying. Does make for some interesting progression. Because effectively you've got to sort of work pretty hard. We've got a nice little vacant lot here. I'm guessing this is not placeable space, but is actually attached to this here, which is the shop and fuel station. So I'm guessing that's what that vacant lot is for the vehicles. Okay, we've got very little down here. I don't really see much. I am going to jump down here because there are a couple of buildings down here. So there's buildings, so these farm sheds, all these farm sheds, you've got to buy them. So for instance, these little sheds down here, we've got to purchase them. The other one I wanted to check was here. This is the sawmill. This is where it makes pallets for you. And you give it, I guess, better Palton, I'm not sure, I think that's wood. Again, it's another thing you've got to buy access to. This is the Lumberyard essentially. We have to purchase access to the Lumberyard. What have we got over here? Okay, there's more of the Lumberyard. So this is create some boards for us. We get fuel, we get logs, and we get wood chip and boards out. Again, we've got to purchase this. Sage work, and I'm guessing there's somewhere around here we can see how much it's going to cost us. There we go. That's 250,000 to purchase this. So you've got to start off with a good chunk of money, or really, gain money quickly. If you're going to want to do any kind of off-season production, you're going to have the money to be able to purchase the site so you can actually do it. So that's quite interesting. All of this up here is one of those things. So let's head here. We've done this bit here. Let's go down, check out the grass sale. Sale point, some pigs there. Right next to the animal dealer, I think. We've got various sort of like seed and fertilizer. And we've got this building too. Sale point here as well. Okay, so yeah, this is definitely an animal dealer and it is a sale point. Got the grass sale. I'm guessing that's, yeah, same thing. Same animal dealer in here. So that's this little cluster here. Let's head to gardening. Gardening is a sale point. At least we don't have to purchase that. We have I guess sale for, well, that's compost. So there's a compost master somewhere on this farm. Shower. We will go here. Jefferson. This is a sell point, standard thing. I have to say that everything looks pretty good. It's very nicely detailed map. Let's head here actually. Eribus. Again, sale point. At least we don't have to purchase access to this. It is a sale point. Standard drop-off sale point here. Might have opening hours on it, I'm not sure. Very tight space. We've got a sale point for milk here as well. This is the sale point for milk. We've got Eribus and we've got earth grades. We've got root crops as well. We've done gardening, we've done this one here. Let's head to this second BGA. Now, okay, so hopefully this BGA doesn't have to think. So there's actually, right, I'm looking for red blockages. Aha, we have a red blockage. Again, 685,000 to purchase this for this BGA. So this is the second BGA on the map. We have to purchase access for them. So we've kind of got all of that. I'm going to just quickly jump to a couple of places. So that's an out shed. Time to rain. I'll go another one. I think another shed here. All of the sheds all over the map, you have to purchase them. Doesn't matter where they are, you have to purchase them. Some grassland. I am intrigued if we're going to pay for the logging, because there is a lot of trees on the map down. For instance, all down here. But you actually have to pay for access. Go off into this bit a little bit. Very tight. It's just this is there's the tree marker thing. Trying to get it to work earlier. And basically you can X the trees. X marks the spot, as it were, to cut them down. Okay, so I think we've got like all the major points that we can do anything with. So I'm going to head into the town, because what I'm going to do, I'm just going to fly a little bit, because what I want to do is just have a look at for some stuff we've not maybe seen. So this is the Compost Master. Let me just drop down. How much is that going to cost us? 145,000. Standard Compost Master by the looks of it. With the new style fabric script, so waste 50,000 litres, fuel 30,000 litres, 100,000 litres of compost. It's very limited capacity on this one. Kind of really want to get past the rain, because I wanted to get a nice. So I'm going to have to advance the time a little bit here to see if we can get out of this rain. This is the town. Looks pretty nice from the air. I'm kind of trying to see if we've got anything we've missed as we've looked around. It's quite a complicated map. The roads are very narrow. It's going to be very difficult to run big equipment on this map. We do have, as I say, we do have a lot of nice stuff. I'm running the time as fast as I can so that I can basically get some nice daylight, really. So all of the sites require you to purchase them. That looks, oh, that was the I don't think this is for placeables, by the way. I think this is purely for the spawn point of vehicles. So this map doesn't have that much. Oh yes, that's what I was looking for. Nice beautiful sun. So there we can see the countryside. It's a very visually appealing map, and it's pretty big. I mean, this section down here is pretty large, and it goes off. And all the fields are very small, with very limited access on a lot of them. We've got nice bits of countryside like waterfalls and all that kind of stuff. It's no headland space. There's none of that. It is literally one of these maps where you're going to have to, work really hard to sort of make best use of the fields, using stuff like courseplay to enable you to maximize the use of a field, and just work, incredibly hard, carefully. I'm not sure what this is, but something we missed. It is a outstation with slurry storage. That's what it is. Yeah, so everything you have to purchase. So what I'm going to do is, we know it's run seasons, so let's have a look through the seasons that are available. So we'll set visual season to spring. First off, have a look. So nice light greens. It's got all the textures there. As you can see, we've got some evergreens and some deciduous trees just going off and looking pretty nice. Let's move on to summer. And those trees are going a little bit darker. It's kind of a little bit warmer colours as the year progresses. Now let's go to autumn. And there we have the autumn rolling in, the browns, different shades. We've got some lighter browns and darker browns, very visually appealing. So we've got the smattering of the hardcore green of the evergreen trees as we sort of look around, but it does look really good. And then we'll hit winter. So here we are. This is the winter and like the early spring that we're in at the moment. You can see dark, no leaves, not as many hedgerows. It's got a bit darker. Everything else. Right. So what do we need next? We're doing seasons. Well, let's add some snow. We'll just do one layer for the moment. Hopefully the snow will roll in sometime soon. As you can see, it's kind of rolling through now. You can see from the air. What I'll do, I'm just going to lower myself a little bit. It's not particularly deep. It's not on all the roads, and it's not deep on the roads. As you can see, you can see a bit of grass coming through. It doesn't go into buildings and so on. It doesn't go into the sheds. Where you've got some grass on the slopes, it's coming through, and so on, like so. So this is a light snowfall, and if you look at the roads are clear. So what we're going to do is we're going to get up. And we're going to try add on another layer or 2, 3. We're just going to drop in some more snow. It should basically take a minute or so to sort of layer up. See, we're still getting some of the grass showing through, and the roads are all fairly cleared. As you can see, some of the grass is sticking through as well, but that could just be because Seasons hasn't cleared it all. Seasons usually clears the grass, but we've got nice thick layering of snow on everything. It's pretty cool. People still wandering around in shorts and t-shirt, but anyway. But there we have it, and the river is still flowing. I don't actually know if the river freezes. It might. but it does look good. So the countryside looks nice with the snow. So what we're going to do is we're going to finish up here. So this has been the Stappenbach 17 map. It's an interesting map. It's seasons compatible. It is using the new fabric script, I think, which is pretty cool. It's got a very different look and feel to it. All the production and even all of the normal farm items like cows, sheep, pigs are all things you have to buy access to. So on this map, you're going to have to basically make quite a bit of money to be able to then progress your farm and build your farm. Some of these pieces of equipment you might not even be able to get access to because they're in locked off farm areas. So, if you want access to things like the, this Compost Master here, you've got to buy access. You want access to the cow farm that's here to make milk, you've got to buy access. So it's a rather interesting setup. It's very unique in the sense, well, actually no, the Pleasant Valley map I believe did the same kind of approach. I don't think it went as far as doing it to all of like the normal farm elements. It's a very complicated map. It's got a lot of fields. You will probably not even use a quarter of these fields. There's nearly 200. It's a mass. It is quite a complicated map. I think this would be great. A lot of people will enjoy this map, but personally, I don't think I would go for this map. I like some of the concepts. I just don't like the field layout, personally. So with that, this is a really nice map. Check it out. If this is your kind of thing with the small fields, complicated fields, it's going to be an interesting challenge. So with that, I hope you've enjoyed watching. If you found the review useful today, please hit the like button. And if you want to see more of our map reviews, our Let's Play series, please subscribe to the channel, or any of the other bits and pieces that sometimes happens, like 3-hour long live streams and so on. So with that, thank you for watching. Hit the like button if you like the video. Hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. And with that, thank you all for watching. Have a great day and see you guys next time.